Max is in the house, your friendly neighborhood lens reviewer. Here I am to rock your world with a deep dive into the TTArtisan AF 35mm f1.8 Mark II. Let's kick it. The specs. What are we working with? This bad boy is designed for APS-C cameras and is compatible with Fuji X, Sony E, and Nikon Z mounts. It's a prime lens with a fixed focal length of 35mm, equivalent to 52.5mm on APS-C, a perfect standard angle. F1.8 baby, perfect for low light and creamy bokeh dreams. Key stats. Weight, 176 grams, light as a feather, stiff as a board. Size, 60 by 49 millimeters, that's smaller than my morning coffee mug. Filter thread, 52 millimeters. Minimum focusing distance, 0.4 meters. 9 diaphragm blades, for smooth buttery bokeh. 5 pros of the TTArtisan AF 35mm f1.8 Mark II. Pro 1, lightweight and compact. At just 176 grams and 49 millimeters tall, this thing fits in your sling bag easier than snacks for a road trip. And who doesn't pack snacks? Pro 2, wide aperture for dreamy bokeh. F1.8 means shallow depth of field and delicious creamy background blur. Bokehlicious. Pro 3, affordable. This lens is budget-friendly. You'll still have cash left for that sushi date you've been putting off. Pro 4, multi-system compatibility. Works with Fuji X, Sony E, and Nikon Z APS-C cameras. It's like a polyglot of lenses, fluent in all the major languages. Pro 5, improved minimum focus distance, from 0.6 meters in the previous version to 0.4 meters now. Get closer to your subject, or as I call it, the get out of my personal space distance. 5 cons of the TTArtisan AF 35mm f1.8 Mark II. Con 1. No image stabilization. Handheld shooters. Better practice your ninja hands or invest in a gimbal if you don't have a stabilized body. Con 2. Focus breathing. Word of the street says it's a bit noticeable, so videographers, beware. Unless you're filming a horror movie, then it's atmospheric. Con 3. Manual focus override may be needed for fine-tuning. Rumors from the street says that you might find yourself switching to manual focus for fine-tuning in challenging lighting conditions. Vignetting is present wide open. At f1.8 you'll see some dark corners, but hey, call it vintage vibes. Con 5. Not for full-frame cameras. Designed for APS-C sensors, so if you're rocking a full frame, stick to APS-C mode. Who is it for? This lens is perfect for street photographers, light, stealthy, and ready to capture decisive moments. Portrait enthusiasts, that f1.8 aperture is a bokeh master. Budget-conscious creatives, affordable yet capable. Travel photographers, easy to transport even in small bags. Who is it not for? Full-frame purists, stick to lenses designed for your sensor size. Video professionals. The focus breathing and lack of stabilization might drive you bananas. Wildlife photographers. 35mm isn't your jam, you need that long telephoto magic. Lens performance, the fun stuff. Chromatic aberration, minimal but slightly visible in high contrast scenes. Bokeh, deliciously smooth. 9 blades give you those sweet, rounded highlights. Sharpness. Crisp in the center, with a bit of softness at the edges wide open. Vignetting. Noticeable at f1.8 but improves when you stop down. The Mark II versus the Mark I. What's new? Weight. It's approximately 12% lighter than its predecessor. Size. It's approximately 25% shorter than its predecessor. Minimum focus distance improved from 0.6 meters to 0.4 meters. Lens hood design updated, now sleeker and sexier. even if I loved the feeling of the previous one that reminded me of the Leica. Price and availability. Announced recently, you're looking at the new kit on the block. Available. Check the website for details, but it's rolling out now. Price, around $100 to $150. Budget-friendly, yet feature-packed. Final thoughts. Should you get it? If you're an APS-C shooter looking for an affordable, lightweight, and versatile lens for everyday photography, this is your jam. Embrace its quirks, and you'll have a lens that punches well above its price tag. Now the moment of truth. Subscribe, hit that button so I can keep the reviews coming. Check out my other videos. Gear guides and photography tips are just a click away. Drop a comment. What's your take on the TTArtisan AF 35mm f1.8 version 2? Keep creating. Rock on.